production, thank you for tuning in to Nighttime. And I'm sorry the monologue went long, but boy, you know, you start feeding off the energy of that crowd, and you just, you know, you keep going. So, you know, my first guest brews beer, and I tell you, you know, in my neck of the woods, we used to rate women this way. She's a 10 if she had, you know, was a 4 with a 6-pack. Well, let me tell you something. With that equation, that makes this next guest a 12. Please help me welcome Lily Hess. And she's carrying one. Hi, Lily. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
The Boston Beer Company,
Boston Beer Company.
Boston Beer. Now, this is a micro-brewed beer.
Well, mine is, yes.
Yes.
The company, Boston Beer Company, brewer of Sam Adams, we started as a micro, but obviously...
Sam Adams?
Yes, Samuel Adams is the beer that my company, parent company, brews.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So as an employee, we do this contest every year. You enter to win Best Home Brew of the Year. And I've been doing it for 8 years, and this year my home brew was good enough to be first place, and Samuel Adams actually brews it.
First, and it brews it?
Yes.
And is your face on the cover?
Well, the rendition
Oh, here we go.
of
Look
me.
who this,
Yeah.
who's this here?
Now, this is part of the story. So the way it works is every year you enter your beer, and you're on a team. The whole company has a team. So the top 25...
Beer team.
A beer team, right. So the top 25 beers of those various employee brews get moved into the finals, and then our brewers, Jim Cook being the company founder, head brewer, the brewers taste those 25, and they say, of those 25, what are the top 3? And those top 3, I was in that top 3.
Wow.
You have to go to Great American Beer Festival, and you have to stand there. That's the shirts. You have to stand there, vote to long shot grape ale.
There you go.
You have to stand there for 3 days.
Do you pay for the trip, or do they?
They pay for us to get there.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah. So that's part of what you win. You win the ability to go to Great American Beer Festival, have a great time pouring your beer, and try to get the most votes. So it's actually a consumer vote that picked this as the best one.
Okay, let me just ask you this now. This beer is available for everyone to buy.
Yes.
Okay, and you own a company that sells this, or this?
I work for the Boston Beer Company, and the
doing
Boston
what?
Beer,
Making beer? Or?
I'm a sales rep here in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like not knowing too much because then I get to ask questions. So you just love beer, but you rep Sam Adams.
Correct.
And making this on your own, you took first place.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah,
you know what?
it's a great
In fact,
story.
I know you wanted someone to taste the beer. Well, guess what? I am not best qualified, but we do have the official Nighttime beer taster.
Right.
His name's Erwin Santos. Come on out here, Erwin. Come on. Sit over there, and then... Now, Erwin, he's a man of few words, but he has tilted a few glasses. Look, see how he knows the beer should be sideways now? We're pouring the...
Okay, straighten it out now.
Boston...
Straighten it out. You don't want to pour it straight the whole time, because you got to release some of the aromas.
Oh, no, we need to hear about that. Okay. There you go. Now, take a little sip and tell me...
Wait. That would
hold on. Oh, now there you go. Okay, now Erwin takes a... Oh, no, Erwin.
Wow.
Oh. Gee, Erwin, try to force a little down. And we got the big thumbs up on that?
Great beer.
Thank you. Do you taste the grapes in there?
A lot of the grapes.
A lot of the grapes.
Grapes?
I brewed it with grapes, yes. It's a pale ale brewed with grapes. But it didn't taste too fruity, right? At Great American Beer Festival, you get these men that are very into beer, that just think fruit beer is for women only. I will not drink a fruit beer. But
I think he's looking for another beer. I'm just trying to hint.
Not to say that you're a woman or that you liked it because it was fruity, but it's very background fruit.
Tell me about that technique when you just poured it.
Okay, the whole idea when you pour beer is you don't...
Pour another one for him and let's show. Because, you know, we don't pay Erwin a lot, so
you don't really want to tilt your glass.
Don't tilt the glass.
No, because part of brewing and part of judging a beer is that you want the beer to form a nice head.
And halfway do you stop?
Well, it really is your own personal opinion. But you see that? If I was a beer judge, I would say, wow, look at that girl's beer. That beer is beautiful, and there's a nice creamy foamy head, which you want.
Yeah.
If your glass isn't clean or your beer isn't fresh, that won't happen.
Oh, the glass isn't clean.
Yep. See, so I brought you clean glasses.
There you go. Well, thank you so much.
In addition to great beer.
Okay. Now, you don't have to chug.
You don't have to chug it.
No, yeah, there you go.
You need to appreciate the aromas and taste that grape in the background.
What, if there was one thing, Lily, if there's one thing you could say to anybody about beer, now, you know, the world is listening here, what would that be?
The bottom line is you should drink what you like, but you should also experiment. And don't get stuck in a rut and think that the only thing is the one you drink and that's the only beer you're ever going to drink, because there's so much out there. And look, here's a person who lives in Hawaii, brewed a beer, being sold across the country. You owe it to yourself to taste that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, words of wisdom from Lily Hess, Boston Beer Company. We'll be right back when Nighttime returns. I think you got to take off, do you? Well, we'll see. She's not here, she's gone. I'll see you.
I learned early from my coaches that success comes from a lot of hard work. Then about 2 years ago, I thought my career might be over because of extreme pain in my shoulder. I couldn't practice, I could hardly even compete. I could have gone to any surgeon in the country, but I came to trust the bone and joint specialist at Straub because a coach of mine is one of them. They treated my shoulder, and now with their help, I'm back. When it really mattered, I chose Straub.